Yeah, okay. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin the Dentist. We are back with a new weekly video for you guys. We're here to talk about Hollywood Exes episode 4 and R&B Divas episode 6. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button, and also make sure that you share this video on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever else you share YouTube videos. Mikel and I have put a new video up last night, and today is a new video, and we will be back next week with regularly scheduled videos. We also have new shirts on the website, so make sure y'all pick that up. And we're also accepting donations for the Scorpion Show Barbecue, which is on August 16, 2014. It's a Saturday, so please make your arrangements to come to Philly to have a good time. Hopefully you come for the weekend, because I want to see y'all for the weekend and have a good time. So we're going to start with Hollywood Exes, as we always do. On this episode, we seen a drama with Drea and her husband, or future husband, Brian and Tony. We seen them go at it. And we also seen the end of drama with Shayna and Jessica. Yeah, so we're going to start with Drea first. So I'll let you go.
Okay, so this episode was really about this episode was really so much. It really focused on Drea and her upcoming marriage to her fiance Brian, and everybody is questioning her because for some reason Drea do not want to get a prenup. Now you would think during the taping of Hollywood Exes, which she was going through with her ex R. Kelly, with money and everything, she would want a prenup. Drea refused to get a prenup. She won't do it. She ain't going to do it. And everybody is telling her that she needs to get a prenup and questioning her about getting a prenup. From her family, from her friends, to her cast members, even her best friend, Tony, who is gay. And go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, so pretty much, they all like, bitch, why are you marrying somebody without a prenup? Now, I think for normal people, prenups are not needed. But if you are a high-profile couple, prenups are definitely needed, okay? You need it because you don't know if that person really married you just for your money. They could have been acting like they loved you this whole time. And, you're both going in. When you're a high-profile couple, you're both going in with money. But the one that makes the most money be the one that ends up paying spousal support. And then most likely it's the men. And then on top of that, not only are they giving out spousal support, they're also giving out child support.
And in her situation, she'll be the one paying out to him.
Yeah, spousal support. Because he definitely don't want any children. So it's like, girl, don't set yourself up for this. Like, he's probably with you because he's thinking you're still getting that R. Kelly money. And we all know that, she had some drama going on with that, getting the money and everything from R. Kelly. I don't know exactly what went down. But I do remember last summer, it was just like a big thing. Well, last fall. Last year, it was just a big thing. R. Kelly wasn't paying the money, then he was paying the money, and then, it was just so much bullshit. So, she's getting irritated about that. So, Jessica, she's getting irritated too because, they were questioning her about, this guy. Shamika told Jessica, he's just weird, he's a big kid, such. And, she was getting upset. Why they worrying about my man? Why they worrying about my man? And I'm not worrying about it. All I want is the sex and everything. But this was my thing. Y'all all up in Drea's face about her prenup situation, her getting married. Is she really ready? But then, y'all bitch, when they bring up y'all men, like, you can't do that. You can't throw it out and then can't take it. Like, who the fuck wants that? Nobody. So, Jessica, shut the fuck up. Like, I didn't even feel bad for her. Because she was like, how do you know you're in love? How do you know this? How do you know that? And then Drea got mad at Nicole, because her and Nicole, they were having a heart-to-heart. And she was like, well, I don't be talking about, she talking about how fast I'm getting married, but I ain't saying how long it's taking her to get married to oh my God, to Michael Strahan. I ain't talking about how long that is. Just let me do me. Let me worry about me. I got this. I got it under control.
See, this is how I feel about Drea, because Drea is all defensive about, when people bring... My whole thing is, what her girlfriends are doing is what they are supposed to do. You know, ask question. You're my girlfriend. I don't want to see you, you know, get the bad end of the stick. You just coming out of a situation with R. Kelly about, you know, prenups and money. Why would you want to do it again? I'm pretty sure nobody gets married going and thinking that I'm going to get a divorce. But it's always good to have cushion for when you fall.
How you doing?
But Drea, see, guilt will make you tilt, and the dog will howl. The only reason why she's so defensive and on the offense when people ask her about her prenup is because, one, she's already married. She's already married, so she can't even get a prenup if she wanted to because she's already married. What we're going to see on the show, we're going to see them have a ceremony, but legally they are already married. And that's why she's so offensive and keep coming at her girl, you know, keep getting defensive with her girlfriends and wanting to cuss them out and then wanting to apologize because the bitch, you know, guilt will make you tilt and she's already fucking married.
And then Nicole reminded her of the Curse of Beverly Park. Something I never even heard about, but a lot of the girls that got married there or ended up in divorce, or the girls that lived there ended up in divorce.
She's getting married at Nicole's house, so like, how you expect her not to question, you know, what's going on, why you're not getting a prenup? That's what friends do. And Cherie made a comment about, you know, good friends or friends, you know, ex questions.
That's right.
And I agree. And
I do it with them.
But
I don't play that.
She sure don't. He really don't.
Because I will get you to this is my thing. I don't care if you get mad. You brought it to me, so now I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not going to tell you, don't talk to this person because I don't like them. I don't have to fucking lay with them. You do. I'm just saying my opinion about the situation. But I can't tell you what to do because I wouldn't want you to tell me what to do. But you can tell me how you feel about so and so. I don't give a fuck. I'll be like Dre, like, I don't care how you feel about them. I like them. This is my person. You know, who I'm going to do my stuff with.
Yes.
But about the prenup thing, your friends have a right to be concerned. Like, you'd be bitching if, you know, they just was like, oh, okay, you get married, all right. And they're not asking anything. Like, you have to look at it. Now, if y'all was married, I mean, if y'all was talking for a long time and you said, you know, we get married, nobody's going to be asking you about prenups and all of that. But because y'all just fresh into it, we want to know, bitch, what the fuck is his motives? What's going on?
Yes. My whole thing is you can't tell nobody who to love and how to love. We are all human and our feelings and emotions work differently. I love and I respect love. You know, like you can meet somebody and 1 week later, oh my God, it's different. I like them, I love them. I'm not you. I don't feel the way you feel. I don't have the heart that you have. So I respect that you love them, but be cautious. You know, take precautions, take proper steps to, you know, secure yourself when it's all said and done. And Drea made me mad because, you know, since season 1, Drea have this best friend named Tony. Tony is gay. I feel like every female has a gay best friend. Majority of all my friends besides Kevin and Brandon are females, and they know that.
I don't hang with females.
And my girlfriends that I've been knowing since I was in the 7th grade, they are my bitches, and I call them my bitches, and they accept it because they know it's coming from a loving place. Like, you know, that's Ladia, that's my bitch, that's Keita, that's my bitch, Walisha, my bitch Bear. So I'm pretty sure Tony been calling Drea his bitch since they've been friends. His boo kitty and bitch since they've been friends. Now, and Drea been accepting of it. Now Drea is in this relationship. You know, Tony, who was her friend, you know, like, they're each other's backbone. You heard Drea, you heard Tony. You heard Tony, you heard Andrea because their relationship is just like that. Or a level like that. So, Tony, you know, at the end of the day, he's a man first. And that gay shit comes second. So, he is, you know, stepping up to Brian, like, you know, what's your motives, you know, with my best friend. You know, like, you hurt her, you hurt me. And Tony told Brian, who was Drea's fiance, that, you know,
at the birthday party,
Tony told Brian that Drea is my bitch. You know, like, you know, she always gonna be my bitch. She gonna be mad, but at the end of the day, she my bitch, blase, blase. Brian got upset because Tony was calling.
Yeah, he got mad for no reason. Talk about, I don't do all that talking. I beat you the fuck up. I lay you out and all this shit. He said that for a good 5 minutes, okay?
That was just an excuse. The snap, and they ain't do shit.
Out. And then he gonna throw a drink like a little bitch.
My whole thing is, a bad bitch will do it. Brian, you're not a bad bitch because you didn't do. You talked about it, but then you didn't do shit. Then 5 minutes later, you standing in front of Tony having a conversation with him. I believe Tony would have dragged you in that bitch. But my problem I got with that scene is that Drea sat down with Tony and going to tell Tony that, you know, Brian is protective of me. You know, he heard you call me a bitch, so that's why he got
mad. That's the better bitch syndrome. That's what it sounds like.
And it pissed me off because just as much as Brian is protective of you, Tony's protective of you. You and Tony been there through good, through bad. Both of y'all been there for each other through divorces.
Yeah, and she should have explained to him that, sorry for cutting you off.
No problem.
Should have said,
the same thing she said to Tony, she should have said to Brian. In a different way. Well, this is my backbone. You pinch him, I'm gonna, you know, bruise up. You pinch me, he's gonna bruise up. Because that's how tight Drea and Tony is. And I felt like in that instinct, when it's between your friend and your husband or your fiance, you're supposed to stay neutral. And it really seemed like Drea took Brian's side. And for me, only having friends and being a mutual person, I'm always real and mutual. I felt like Drea was wrong for that, and I felt for Tony because I'm like, come on, Drea, like really, you gonna choose a man you only been knowing 6 months that you're gonna marry over me? You gonna sit right here and tell me I'm wrong for saying you my bitch? Drea, you are my bitch.
And what was up with them? It looked like they trying to have a threesome or something. I don't know what's going on because when they were sitting on that couch, Tony was all touching Brian's chest. I was like, why is he touching him?
Tony was pushing Brian away. That's what he was doing. Drea is in the middle. This is Brian, I'm Tony. We're talking, and you know, Brian on some stuff like, yeah, whatever, you know, you're gonna be me. And Tony is pushing Brian away. Like, and then you know that they was tugging over her. Like, you know.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What is he doing? But, yeah, so at the end of the day, they exchanged gifts. Shout out to Tammy Roman, who didn't even get a name credit on the damn show, but Tammy Roman was there. And they give out the gifts, and he bought a BMW. I was like, well, damn, where you get the money from to get that? But, you know, that's not my business. But he just looked like he's a struggling artist, you know? But then again, he could be a sugar dad. I mean, she could be a sugar mama. Or he could be, you know, an escort for some of the girls like some of y'all were suggesting. You never know what these men is up to these days.
Right.
I like the part where they shoved the cake in the face. They all, you know, they all was talking like, yeah, bitch, whatever, I don't like you, but I love you. They was all going all for each other, just having a good time. And then all of a sudden, Shayna goes to put the cake on Jessica, and Jessica gets mad. Like, some people don't want cake on them. That's my thing. Like, some people just don't want cake on them. They put cake on me at my birthday party 2 years in a row, and I was over that.
I know.
I don't like birthday cake in my fucking face. But they did it anyway, and I just went along with it. It's like, come on now, we having a good time, we celebrating. How you gonna get mad and get all petty over some fucking cake? Like, bitch, it'll wash out. It will wash the fuck out. And so Shayna goes over to, who house they over?
No, it was Shayna house. It was Cherie and it was Mate over at Shayna house to make homemade pasta.
Child, yeah, they making pasta, some bullshit, just a little bullshit scene at first. And then we find out that Shayna was, you know, she was just explaining what happened with her and Jessica. And she's like, oh, she's a bitch. She's not that fun-loving little girl that I thought that she was. She's just a bitch. Oh, she this, she that. And then she was like, and yeah, she had sent me a text. I can't even remember exactly what she said.
So this is what happened. Shayna thought that out of all the girls, her and Jessica would click. And so far, they've clicked, and you know, they was, you know, out having fun, out shopping, you know, talking and texting. Out of all the girls, Shayna was texting and having a conversation with Jessica more. Come to find out, Jessica was talking about all the other girls to Shayna. Okay, boom.
Talking bad about
the other girls to Shayna. But you know, Shayna didn't say anything. Shayna waited until Jessica flipped on her and told her don't put no cake on her to spill the beans. And Jessica was texting Shayna, if you are a fan of Hollywood Exes, you know last season, season 2, it was a big thing with Jessica calling Shamika Lawrence, Martin Lawrence's ex-wife, a hood rat. It was a big thing about that. So Jessica is texting Shayna. Jessica tells Shayna that, you know, black girls and white girls can't be friends. Mind you, Jessica is fucking the black guy. And then Jessica texted Shayna and tells Shayna that, and Shamika is a hood rat, like I said. Ha 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 ha. Now, for Jessica, you really got some explaining to do. You shouldn't have said that, and I hope somebody digging your ass for saying that. But Shayna, you don't get no respect and no props for telling the girls that, only for the simple fact you only told them that because you was mad at Jessica. If you was going to go back and tell them what Jessica said, you should have told them exactly when Jessica said it. Don't wait till you get mad. That was a bitch move on your end, and you don't get cool points for that.
Yeah, because she was basically riding along with it. So I'm not here for that. It reminded me of that Donald Sterling situation with him being recorded and then it leaking out. Same thing. You knew all this information and then you leaked it to the girls once you got upset, over the situation. But it's going to go down. I want to see Jessica explain herself, why she said what she said, and what's up with this white girls and black girls can't be friends. I don't really have anyone. I don't have no white friends. But I don't have a problem with getting to know anybody that's white. And to say that black people, white girls and black girls don't mix, that's bullshit, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of black girls and white girls that's friends and been friends for a long ass time.
It messes my head up because Jessica and Nicole are the best of friends on the show of all people.
Well, swing on black dick, but don't want to be a black girl.
They're the best of friends, and then Mate and Drea are the best of friends, and that's black and white. And then Shamika, she mixed with something, so I don't get it. It's a mixed racial show. But
Mate probably got
but Jessica always been a one with words on Hollywood Exes, and I believe that's why they keep her, because she's the wild card. You never know what you're going to get with Jessica. It doesn't mean that it makes it acceptable, and we or her counterparts have to accept it. But they know.
But you know what? With all the drama that they have, I can't be friends with, when it's that bad, I don't think I could just end up still being friends with them people. You come into my house, you bust my sugar bowl, you don't apologize. It is a sugar bowl.
I ain't saying nothing.
It's not no bowl of sugar.
It's a bowl of sugar with a bowl with sugar in it, but we can
It's a sugar bowl. It's a sugar bowl. A sugar bowl is a bowl that's made specifically just for sugar. A sugar bowl. A bowl of sugar is a regular bowl where you put sugar in there. That's a bowl of sugar. I'm talking about a sugar bowl.
Okay.
Just like a coffee cup.
Okay.
A coffee cup is for what? Coffee. All right. So a sugar bowl is for sugar.
I know, but I just never had sugar bowl before. But carry on. But anyway, Andrea Kelly went on a Twitter rant. And
tonight?
Yeah, she went on a Twitter rant, and I'm going to read y'all some of her tweets that she said. She said, "Unlike some, I don't live a life full of regrets. I live a life full of lessons.
Girl,
and celebrate each one because they've made me who I am, who is Drea Kelly." And then she said, "P.S. Stay off my timeline, fronting like you've never been in a relationship that didn't last. Everyone has an ex on this earth. Boom." She was just going off. She said, "Some women put up with far more for less. Thank God I have courage and all of you have comments. Learn something, grown-ass women." And then she had said something about, ain't nobody judge Mathis. But my whole thing to say is, Drea, you only tweeting this because at the end of the day, you're salty because you're on this show and you're watching back what happened. And you were so down, turning against your best friends and your counterparts for this man, and now you sitting at home watching it and you gagging because right now, as we are recording this, she's going through a divorce. Her and the guy only was married for 3 or 4 months, and they was going through a divorce because the guy was cheating on her, and she found out via Twitter that some girls roll her and stuff. But guilt will make you tell you the wise one on the show, Drea. You got something to say to everybody about everything. You giving advice. You the go-to person to have a sit down with. You the mediator. But now look at you. You done fucked up, and your friends tried to tell you, and they tried to warn you, and they tried to pull you back from making a mistake. You wouldn't have to learn these lessons if you would be wise enough and listen. Clearly, you aren't as wise as you put on this show because you clearly you're just not. And my whole thing is, I like you, but you fucked up, and there's nothing you can do about it or say about it, but just you know what, I fucked up. I got caught up in my feelings. I got caught up in my emotions. To try to have an excuse for it is 2 thumbs down. And yes. I'm not here for no excuses, especially from you.
Yes. So now we're gonna move on to R&B Divas Atlanta. So this week we start off with Latavia because people been wondering like she gonna get a little camera time. She had a nice little camera time with her and Jazzy Faye in the studio. Jazzy Faye has been kind of he disappeared off the radar for a while too, but he always got a couple coins coming in because all them songs he done did and produced back in the day. Shout out to him and Sierra. I can't wait for them to work together again. Whatever they have, I hope they work it out. So anyway,
they beefing?
Yeah, she ain't worked with him since the first album. Something went on.
Oh.
And everybody been like, you need to get back with Jazzy Faye. But this new album by Sierra is really, really good. And it's a self-titled album. And that's how you do it. When it's a self-titled album, it represents you. And she fucking did it. But anyway, back to Latavia. Latavia, she was talking to Jazzy Faye about her not having songs. And they got this benefit coming up. And he was like, well, what have you done? Like, she's like, I don't know, something. He's like, cut the bullshit. You ain't got nothing. You sound like you're scared. Like, what's going on? Like, he went in on her. All she could do is sit there with her manager, Corey, and just sit there like, girl, he just went in, he told you the truth. Like,
you can't argue with the truth.
Yeah, you can't. Like, it's like you can't be sitting around being scared forever to sing. And I keep thinking about everything that she said when I talked to her in the interview. She was like, everything that you see on camera is real. That's just me. I ain't put on no front for the cameras. That's all just me. Okay, now I'm saying this you. And everything that I'm observing, and we've been saying weeks ago, is now what everybody on the show is saying, even the outside people, and they're not even filming regular scenes
so they don't
with
know.
You guys. Yeah,
they
like
what you're going through.
the brat went in too. Like, damn, like how you gonna be an R&B diva if you're not gonna sing?
It's getting drained. What season is this of R&B Divas?
Season 3.
It's of R&B Divas?
Oh, episode 6.
It's episode 6, and Monifa has something to say about it, and I agree. Selena like, all right, come on now, like really, like what you gonna do? Jazzy Faye dug in her ass this season. Even the Brat who made a cameo doing a song with Selena, and I like the song that she did with Selena. It's like, damn, like it's time to put one foot in the other and go forward. Like, that's in the past. My whole thing is, Latavia, you're dead weight for the show. You're dead weight. And if things keep going like this, if they have a season 4, you won't be back next season because
she gotta step it up. Like, this is a platform, damn it. If you want to be scared to sing, don't join the show. But I understand why she came on. But now it's like, face those damn fears and sing. Go see a vocal coach. I would love to see you visit a vocal coach on the show. And we see you, trying to act like you want to do this event. Damn,
it's so much you can do, Latavia, while filming the show that you won't even have to pay for, because either production will pay for it, or the people would do it for free because they get a promotion on television. This is R&B Divas. It's the #1 show on TV One. Like, it's so much you can do.
But just because they're doing it for free don't mean they're going to do it the right way.
I know, but my whole thing is you have a lot to prove, but at the end of the day, you are proving all the naysayers.
Yeah, that Latavia can't sing, because that's what people have been saying for a long ass time, and I want her to, at least prove people wrong. Like, don't let them be right.
And that the
shit, you come from a group where Beyonce was the lead singer, and you always put on for B, and it's like, girl, you don't even put on for yourself.
Right, and it's funny because I believe everything that she is saying, because when she sat down and she told the ladies that she didn't sleep in 2 days and she was having anxiety thinking about singing, and she looked like she was about to cry. She's talking about, I'll help put your girdle on, I'll help put your drawers on, I'll do anything but go up on that stage and sing.
Yeah.
You're dead weight, Latavia. It's time for you to exit stage left. I'm sorry. Bye. Like, for real, like, I'm not here for it. Like, I don't know if it was Selena or if it was Monifa, but, it's y'all R&B divas. Of course, singing is going to be part of the show. People going to expect and ask y'all to sing. What you huffing and puffing for?
Yeah. And Selena Johnson, we see that she's working on this album and everything. It says that the EP is now available. I don't know if the song is available or the EP. But something I want to tell y'all, to the producers, shout out to y'all for making sure that y'all put the album promo up during their scenes and not during everybody else's scene. Thank you. So, so she's working on her album. I did like the first song. I didn't like the second song.
You liked it, but did you peep that the first song was from Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I didn't even know what the fuck Portia was singing. I don't be paying attention to
the episode towards the last of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I remember she was in
Portia was in the studio singing the song. But it was a big thing about it because they said that they gave that song to Selena and whatever. But Selena actually is Portia sung it, she recorded it, but the person that wrote it and produced the song gave it to Selena. And actually, Portia sounded good, but Selena sounded better.
Of course, I mean Portia, Selena Johnson, Selena fucking Johnson. So we see she got like maybe 5 or 6 songs ready to do this album. You know, I'm happy for that. She's ready to get back out there and, you know, do her thing and do this new label thing. And he's telling her, yeah, we looking at other people too. Like, don't fucking play with me. If you want to sign me, sign me. If not, I can go find a record label that wants me. Somebody, it's a record label out there for everybody. Damn it. If you're not gonna take me, don't take me. Don't put that shit over my head. Cause you know I can sing. You know what the fuck I can do, bitch. I'm Selena Johnson. That's how I would have went up in there.
And they approached Selena. He approached Selena. I think it was episode 1, episode 2 was like, you know, we start a new record label. And we want you to be the face, the voice of the record label. We want you to be the face one. So don't come to me telling me you want me to be the face or the voice, and then tell me, oh, we looking at other people.
But I ain't here for Selena Johnson working with the Brat. I mean, I ain't even like the song too much. Let me tell you something. It's like, even though y'all had songs in the past, it's not like no hot rapper today couldn't put y'all on a song and y'all fucking kill that shit. It's like y'all subject yourself to these older people. Like, nobody is going to go off for the Brat. Nobody. We know she is, but girl, ain't nobody like, ooh, I can't wait for a new Brat album to come out. If anything, I would have called Missy Elliott and be like, Missy, you know, we probably never worked before, but I would love to get in the studio with you. Like, Missy Elliott is a hit maker. You don't go to no fucking The Brat. Kidding me? So, it's like y'all, they gotta work with people that's gonna get them out there to keep working with these. See, I don't want to disrespect them and say, like, they're just working with low budget producers and stuff. Get out there and work with the people that make the hits. You mean to tell me Mike Will made it as much as he in Atlanta? He can't help Selena Johnson out on a record? Kanye West can't help her with the right producers from good music? Are you kidding me? Come on now.
And her and Selena and Kanye have history.
Yeah, like, I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
But you know what? It's not for us to get because...
It is.
No, it's really not because we don't... Like, Selena tweeted us and she told us, like, you know, it's
and I'm saying my opinion.
We got a platform, we want to say our opinions, but at the end of the day, we do have to understand and respect that it's a lot that we don't know. It is politics to this.
Come on, the politics is that music don't sell no more. And if it don't sell no more, you got to do something that's going to make you sell. And if you want your name to be out there, what's wrong with getting on a rapper's song? Because I don't listen to if I listen to a rap song, I'm mainly singing the damn chorus. I don't listen to rap music like that, but I like this. If I like the sound and I like the chorus, I'll sing the chorus. All Falls Down, I know every fucking part Selena Johnson sang. And if I am like captured by what she's singing about, that's gonna be like, look, I need to go look and see what else she got out there to make me go get her album. Don't think that, you know, Selena Johnson ain't get no star power from singing on that song. Yes, she got a Grammy nomination, but she was still out there, like, putting out music and stuff.
Well, you know, I believe that you had to be a fan of Selena then to know that it was Selena, simply because there wasn't a face to the voice, because she was not in the video.
Are you kidding me? Her name is on the song.
I know, but just because you see a name doesn't mean you know who they are. Wow. We socialize people with vision. We need visual. They snubbed her for being in that video. I knew who Selena Johnson was because I knew of her through R. Kelly. You know, and then, you know, I was a fan of her music or whatever. But, you know, I feel like if I didn't know of Selena Johnson and I heard All Falls Down, I wouldn't know who that was.
Shit.
And there are plenty of people that tweeted us. She said it on the show, you know, I sung with R. Kelly, All Falls Down. I had Grammy nomination. Everybody was like, oh, that was Selena Johnson. Mind you, the song came out.
Kanye West?
No, it was Selena Johnson on Kanye West song. Well, that was Selena Johnson
on Kanye West.
On Kanye West song. Yeah, All Falls Down. People was tweeting that.
But yeah, that's how I said.
People was tweeting us, oh, that was Selena Johnson. I didn't know that was Selena Johnson. Mind you, All Falls Down came out like 2002, 2003. We're in 2014. Some people are just now finding out that, oh, that was Selena Johnson.
Maybe they were kids. I don't know. But I knew that was her.
I knew it was her.
So let's go on to Monifa. Monifa is getting the wedding dress. I ain't like none of the wedding dresses she wore. I didn't like them. But, you know, she was debating. You know, Therese told her, like, look, I only want a little bit of people here. You know, consult with me on who we going to have. Because I don't want no fucking drama. It's our wedding weekend. You know, we're going to Hawaii, we're getting married. And you know, Monifa was a little bit hesitant, but of course I knew that she was going to have the girls there. Come on, it's a show. So she forcefully invited all the girls to Hawaii. All I know is I'm just happy for her. I'm happy for her and Therese. I like their relationship. And I kept wondering who Therese reminds me of. Therese reminds me of Cheryl Miller, who is Reggie Miller's sister, but she doesn't have locks or anything. But that's what she looks like. She has that pretty skin and the eyes. That's what she reminded me of. And I'm happy for them and everything. When it comes down to the Grammy situation, y'all know how I feel about the Grammy. I told y'all last week, y'all should have had the right lawyers. Y'all should have made sure y'all thought about all of this before y'all say, yes, we're going to sing on an album and everything. Y'all should have been complaining when Face was just on there. It didn't say Faith presents R&B Divas. It said Faith Evans, R&B Divas, and her face.
But you're right, and I agree, and you made a lot of sense. But also tonight, Selena, you know, she said something, and you know, she made a good point. R&B Divas, the album was what it was because of the people that was on it.
Yeah.
You know, because of what they put into it. You know, Selena wrote her song that was on R&B Divas. You know,
Look, it's the same thing. It's the same thing when an artist has, let's say, for instance, who does David Guetta? David Guetta don't sing a damn shit at all. David Guetta makes an album, and he has every artist that he could think of and that sings or raps. All he does is create the music. But what's music without the voice to go along with the music? So he's been nominated for a Grammy. I'm not sure if he's ever won, but even if he did win, you can't be mad that you didn't get nominated because your song was on there. I'm sure if it was Album of the Year, yes, you get a Grammy because you were a featured artist, but you're talking about just the regular standard R&B album.
There's this saying, and I believe it. It's called, "Ain't no sense in whining about it now."
Yeah,
we knew what it was when we became a part of it. So they knew what it was when they went into doing the album. Now I doubt if they thought that it was gonna be good enough to get a Grammy nomination, but they knew what it was when they went into it. So I'm over it. They're over it, and
just win a Grammy. Win a Grammy on your own music, based on your own music.
Yeah, we can move on to the next.
Yeah, and by the way, last week I was saying that nobody else had a Grammy except for Latavia. Faith did have one Grammy, and that was for P. Diddy's song "I'm Missing You" with 112 and all of them. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, they do have a Grammy, and I think that was Best Rap Collaboration. So shout out to her for that Grammy. And somebody corrected me. I was like, damn, I didn't even know she even had a Grammy. I forgot all about that song. Not to be shady, I forget about the song, but that was the song.
It was
back in 1997. Oh, you could not escape that song. It was on every fucking station. The video, Diddy falling off the motorcycle, like, child, it was everywhere. I forgot all about that song, but yeah. So we're gonna now talk about Mila. Mila. First of all, I just want to say that I'm glad that she's not making it like I want to say she's not making it like autism is just why I'm on this show. It's a part of why she's on here, and she's not beating us to death with it. That's what I'm glad about, and making us, giving a sob story about the situation. It's a situation. She's trying to make it better. She's airing it to the world and just letting other people know that,
it's her reality, but it's not her life.
That's right. And I'm just so happy for her. But girl, you and music still live together, and y'all not together, and y'all still sleeping in the same bedroom.
Bam, that'll fuck them up. This is what I want to know, Mila, and I'm just curious. How is it that your relationship with Music Soul Child didn't work, but y'all living together and co-parenting is working? I would love to know, because it just seems
maybe Music was out there screwing other girls. I don't know, but you know what? Sometimes, and I'm not saying this the case. I know I cut it real good.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I cut that shit real good.
Welcome to being a baldy.
Yes. So what was I saying? Oh my God.
Music, Mila, them living together, what?
Them living together. Oh, I was just saying, like, you just never know, because sometimes when you have a special needs child, it can break down the relationship. it could just make things not right. I'm not saying music running away, but some men do run away from issues like that. And I don't know what happened, but it probably caused a strain on their relationship. Maybe she talked about it in the interview, but she damn sure ain't talked about it on the show yet, on why they haven't worked together. But I don't know how they still. So I know they still fucking, bitch. You still sleeping in the same bed? Oh, y'all fucking. He gonna roll over. He just not gonna roll over and poke you. Are you kidding me? So y'all make it work the way y'all make it work.
Yeah.
And she's not. And I'm glad she's not out there dogging him and. It just didn't work. Whatever the case, it didn't work.
You like it, I love it. I just want to know, because I want y'all to work out. Like I said in the beginning, I love love and I'm here for it. My whole thing is if it could work out, y'all living together and co-parent, y'all just might as well just be a couple, and it's all right there. Like I don't get it, because usually, people, not together, I don't want to see your face, I don't want you here, like, leave me alone, like, but, I don't know.
And she gets out different.
I'm not judging, because I really want to know. Like, how is it working out?
Look, maybe, I'm just throwing out suggestions. Or maybe they can't live on their own. Because, music, I know music still make music, but he hasn't had a hit in a long time.
He getting he got all them fucking residuals. He wrote majority.
It might not be much.
All them albums he had that he wrote.
But who's still buying music?
It don't matter. He wrote it. He's going to get that money up.
You think Latavia's still getting all them Destiny's Child royalty checks?
Yeah, she said it.
You think they are? But do you think they are as healthy as they was when she first was getting them?
She said it on her own mouth on the show. They was like, well, what have you been doing? How have you been working? She said, I wrote on Destiny's Child first and second
So
album.
when Beyonce goes on tour and sings the Destiny's Child songs, which she stopped doing, how she gonna get them cool?
It don't matter. You get.
I don't know.
You can get a check up until 70 years.
Yes, you can get a check, but hopefully it's worth something. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. You'll be all right. You going off, bitch? You better fight me, bitch. So
You had to run my back.
Yes, I did. I had to calm you down.
I had to get that height.
Yes. So so now we're at the benefit, because this is the end of the show. We're at the benefit concert and everything. This is my gripe. Don't go on a show called R&B Divas and don't want to sing. These are the laziest R&B singers that I could think of that's mad at the music industry, but when it's time for them to grab that mic, none of them want to fucking sing, not unless they're getting paid for it. If y'all on the show, you guys are my castmates. I need you guys to come out and support, and if I need you to sing, would you be willing to sing? Say yes. Don't say no. Why would you say no?
Why would you drag?
Yes, you don't know who is in that audience, and you have a bad record deal. You don't know who's in that audience that might say, you know what, we need to sign her. I think we can work with her, and I think we could do something.
Well, who's watching?
But no, you don't know. But not in that fucking crowd.
Everybody was dry.
TV One just pick people up off the street and put them in there. But this is what they should have done. Excuse me. Get it together. What they should have done is they should have got on Twitter and said, come on out to support this benefit concert. Maybe charge $20 to come. Because then you have people that stand for you in Atlanta. And people in Atlanta, they love a little bit of everything. So people that stand for you, they're going to come out and they're going to support. And they're going to be into it. They're not going to just be sitting there talking to somebody else. It was like they didn't care. These are people that was just there just to be on TV because the camera crew was there. Nobody showed the support. You are there for a benefit concert. We seen Q Parker. We seen was it Ralph Tresvant? We seen the girls. Bell Bit, but one of them for Bell
Michael
Bit
DeVoe, Tony DeVoe, one of them.
I thought it was Ralph Tresvant. He's from New Edition, right? Look, all these old girls, all the old girls, all the old guys, they was on the show.
Anybody that watched WeTV's SWV Reunited, y'all noticed that SWV manager is Mila manager too, who's the keyboard.
But they fired him.
They fired him as a manager. He still works on the road manager.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just pissed off about that. But I'm glad that Kiki sang. Even though Kiki really don't want to sing, she sings.
She can sing.
But I need y'all to be more like Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle said, you pass me that microphone, I'm going to do what God bless me to do.
Hello.
I'm going to fucking sing, and I'm going to kill, and I'm going to blow on that motherfucking microphone. I need y'all to get off your lazy asses and sing. Latavia with that laryngitis, ooh girl, you look like your laryngitis cleared up real quick for the next episode. And I know it's not different weeks that y'all record stuff.
Back to back weeks.
Yeah, like I need Latavia to wake up. I want Mila to just say, fuck it, I'm just going to sing. I didn't even see Mila sing. Did she sing? I would like to see her sing. Angie Stone doing Angie Stone. Like, I'm seeing that now all the girls got their little EPs coming out too. But I just haven't really checked for them, but I will. So we can discuss the songs and stuff. Like next week, we could talk about some of the songs we liked on whatever they released. But I did buy, I know I bought Mila's song, haven't listened to it yet. Shit, I bought Michael Jackson, I ain't listened to it yet.
It's all about support and giving them that coin. That's all it is.
When I see it on iTunes, I say click buy, it's $99, bitch, it's only $1. When you up there tweeting, can somebody gift me a song, you know it's bad. But, yeah.
That's it.
So, yeah. It was a good show. I want Latavia to get it together. I want all the girls to basically get it together. I want to see more about Kiki's story. We're still not seeing the drama with Selena's mother. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to be on TV anymore, but I definitely want to know. It's kind of like a long cliffhanger. I want to know, how is the mother now? So, look at 50 Cent. Look at that. Look at Latavia. Chill. Let's get out of here. Y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Didn't the commercial come on here? Did it? I don't know.